theme song queued up.
I feel like literally that's been a reoccurring thing. Every time I'm on a podcast, the theme is not ready for it. I thought that was hilarious.
All right, we are now live. Welcome, everybody. FUBAR Weekly Show. Today's Tuesday, the 15th of December, 2020. Almost done with this 2020 bullshit. Our guest this week is comedian Jay Rivera, originally from Tampa, now living the big life out in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know it, baby.
Whoop, whoop.
And of course, my lovely co-host, the amazing, the beautiful, the talented Nicole Raven.
Hi, how are you guys?
If I was any better, they'd pass laws against it.
Oh, good. That's good to hear.
So let's jump right the fuck in. Jay, comedian. You started comedy here in Tampa, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, with John Jacobs and a couple of the other like Tampa locals now, you know.
John's good people. I fucking love the guy. I've done a bunch of stuff with him. He's fun. Did you see that they just released or re-released the MTV show on Netflix? Are You the One?
Yeah, man. Actually, he's been getting a lot of notoriety for it. I'm happy for him, man.
My son's like, what the fuck happened to Joe? He didn't say fuck, but he's like, what happened to John Jacobs? My son's 15 and he did comedy. He's like, what happened to John Jacobs? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, his Instagram jumped from like 1,000 followers to over 10,000 followers in like the past couple days. I'm like, oh, they re-released this show. So we watched the first episode. Holy shit, man.
No, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just everybody is like saying the same thing. Like, John, you did not get involved in any of that drama. He was just like, no, I'm here to be funny. You know, like just looking at everybody.
Well, right off the bat, like his opening like intro was talking about how he dated a coked out stripper and he's just there looking for fun.
Yeah, that's John being 100% honest, and that's why I love the dude, man. And you know what? He's actually one of the first comics I can honestly say who tried to help me when I first started. Like he actually tried to give me pointers and stuff. So there's always a special place in my heart for John Jacobs. You know?
No, I mean John comes off as super silly and super doofy, you know, really smart guy, and like you said, when I started comedy here later in life here in Tampa. And, you know, John was one of the first people that I connected with and, you know, kind of showed me the way. Didn't try to tell me what to do, but kind of just gave me a gentle shove in the correct direction. He's dynamite guy.
So I love the guy. Him, Rio, man, they were always great people. Cam, I'm so happy. I'm not sure if you guys ever talked to Cam Bertrand, but
not Cam, often, but yeah, I have.
Dude, he's finally getting his chance in the light, man. The dude is a great talent.
He's one of those guys. Cam's one of those guys that when you see him perform, he just has that X factor. You know, he's got the thing you need.
Yeah, baby face. Yeah.
Well, baby face, but just the whole thing. He's got that. You know, he's gonna make it kind of persona.
Well, it's one of the things I loved about the kid was just the fact that when he started, he was a teenager, man. Like he like pretty much said like, all right, this is all I'm doing. And I wish I would have had that balls to do that when I was his age, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know, it took a little bit of life experience before. I'm like, all right, I could make people laugh now, you know?
And that's the one thing that was really eye-opening once I started, because growing up in New York, I had a good friend who's a stand-up comic. He's actually the one that was pushing me for years to try it. And I was like, I don't think it's for me. And then after I moved here, I decided to try it. But so I was around it in New York. I saw him perform a whole lot of times in New York City. So I got to meet a few of the people up there. But when I came down here, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start stand-up comedy, but there's no fucking way there's any talent down here. But I mean, it was really a pleasant surprise to see exactly how much talent there is here.
Yeah, no, man. There was a lot of great one-liners that I saw like really work in Tampa. And like John was a great storyteller, man. Rio was a great storyteller. Jeff, I think you know Jeff, right?
Which one?
Oh my God.
Jeff Lewis, Jeff Klein.
I think it's Jeff. Well, Jeff Klein too. He's another great guy, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't remember that name.
Did Jeff Lewis?
No, he actually was the one who ran the Doppeldecker open mic Tuesdays when I first started. It's killing me that I can't remember his last name, and I feel bad because I love the dude.
Wait, did he end up running the open mic at Tampa Improv?
Yeah,
for a while?
yeah, same Jeff.
Jeff Ray.
Jeff Ray, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. Yeah, no, man. Jeff Ray is another one of those guys that, like, you could tell, man, that they just, it was a natural thing to come from them. And the fact that Tampa had that type of talent, and, still, it's a long process, but at the end of the day, like, they have the talent. Rio, man, was for sure, man. He's creative loafing's like best writer, I don't know how many times,
Yeah, no, super talented guy, super nice guy. Got himself into a little shenanigans. Was it last year or something like that? Nicole just decided to say "fuck us." Oh no, she's back.
It's not me. It's not me saying fuck us. It's my internet saying fuck you guys.
Oh, fuck
Listen,
the internet.
You gotta stop using that Walmart connection, all right? Like, I know it's affected, but Jesus, all right. No.
So now are you doing comedy out in Vegas, right?
Yeah, man. I was doing it a lot before.
All of us were.
Yeah, before we all got that involuntary vacation. And it was one of those things where I was actually hosting my own mic, and it was in a prime location, man, right in the Arts District. We had amazing talent come through, and just as it was getting like even better and better and better, this hit. But
Shit.
now things have slowly opened back up. But I ain't gonna lie, man, I've been blessed to get a lot of good opportunities. Like, the very first thing that I did was a show in Mesquite after things really opened back up, not just a mic. And this show was literally in the middle of an abandoned elementary school in a courtyard. All right, that the actual, like, they turned the lights, the fog lights that they still have for the parking lot in there. But it was a bunch of very elderly people, very conservative people, but they were needing to laugh, and they laughed at everything, man.
Nice.
So it was a great, like, oh, thank God, this is why I do it, man. It feels great to make people laugh again,
It's funny, and talking about how people need to get out and not just laugh. Tonight, my son had his band concert, and because COVID, can't have people in an auditorium, they had it outside, and what a fucking great job they did.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sitting on the lawn, lawn chairs, watching the show, but just seeing people out and about, and how eager they were to consume some sort of live experience. It was, even though it was a high school fucking band, people were like in it.
Anything, get me out of here. I get it, man. No, man.
So you've been in Vegas for 2 years, you said, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How's the overall scene out there? I mean, the other comedians cool. How's the vibe? Because like I'm familiar with the New York scene because I split my time between here and New York. So completely different worlds.
I want to ask you, man, since you're from the New York scene, though, how much? Well, did you ever hit the creek in the cave?
No.
Oh man. Okay, then. All right. Well, there goes my talking point to that. But,
no, when I'm up in New York doing shows, I'm doing either bar shows on Long Island. There, Long Island, for as many people as I have, there's only 3 comedy clubs for Long Island.
Well, I'm surprised that it has 3. Honestly, I thought one was more than enough.
No, well, for Long Island, there's 6 million people living there.
Wow. Okay, I did not know those numbers. All right, so
so you got 6 million people, but only 3 clubs. Here in Tampa, you got 6 or 7 clubs for 300,000 people. So, and that's not counting New York City. That's just Long Island. There's only 3 clubs. So I'm either doing bar shows or one of those clubs, or I'm doing one of the clubs in the city in Manhattan,
the Stand,
Broadway, Greenwich.
You ever do the Stand?
No, I have not gotten on that stage yet, but that's on the list. I was fortunate enough to get on the field on the stage at Dangerfields.
Nice.
Unfortunately, they've now closed.
Yeah, dude. That was
hopefully moving, but what I was getting at was the scenes and the vibe of the scenes are completely different between Tampa and New York. It's down here it's more about the art, up there it's more about the business. What's it like in Vegas? Because you're the first Vegas comic that I'm interviewing.
It's funny that you asked now, because there has been this, like, out of the blue drama that has, like, fallen onto the comedy scene that has been so overly dramatic. I'm like, how did we get here? Like, I'm just sitting back and watching because I'm still technically new to the scene, even though I've been here 2 years. I just kind of am surprised at how these guys that, you see everybody working together to strive to get better. And these are great comics. Again, the variety of comedy here is great, man. One-liners, Great storytellers, very eccentric artist, man, and it's a great scene in that aspect. But the drama that's going on right now has been such that it's made everybody like kind of come out of the blue, like, why the hell do you hate him again? Like, what is this all about?
What's it over? Like the Tampa comedy scene doesn't have much by way of drama.
No.
But if you're in the fucking Facebook group for the Orlando comedy group, that's like a shit show on a daily basis.
Now it's funny you say that because that's exactly what they compared it to the Orlando comedy scene right now.
Oh shit.
That's so funny you said that, man.
That's when you know you're in the shit.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. So with the comedy scene here, it's the comics know Vegas is where, well, before all this bullshit, Vegas is where stage time is actually important. Not just in the essence of like, hey, get your writing skills better, but because it's Vegas and the fact that, look, man, you see these headliners, you see these guys are making the real deal money. This is what you want to be. This is what it's going to have to take. And
that's where Vegas, it's going to start.
Yeah. And just like in New York, it was mics upon mics upon mics, night after night upon night. And there was always all, like you said, bar shows, or even like I performed a few times on the Strip, most recently at LA Comedy Club. And they actually have a show every Friday night at midnight called Stupid Town. I know it's ridiculous in the way they spell it. But what it is, though, is they bring in 2 nationally touring headlining comics, and then they actually give some locals a spot too, so they could go ahead and get their chops in. And what's funny is I don't know how it's been in all the scenes that you've been in. I've been privy to at least 3 or 4 good scenes, and I noticed one thing that it eludes all the comics that are trying to make it, or at least feel like they're, you want to keep going up and up. Like, why isn't that you're more at the clubs? Like, I understand you got to go practice at the mic, but it's going to the clubs, showing support. That's how you actually get on their stage,
Exactly. And that's one thing that's kind of been a thorn in my side, or part of my thing is I don't have the time to hang out at the clubs on a regular basis. I'm married, I have kids, I have a full-time job that operates 24/7. So it is what it is. So I make do with what I can. And if I'm going up to New York, I'll call a couple friends. Yeah, I'm coming up. Can I get a guest spot? No problem. I'm on fucking stages in New York City. Here, I mean, I can't even get a good spot at a fucking open mic. It's like, and I book everybody on, anytime I do booked shows, I book these other comics on shows. We make sure they get paid, and it's like, fuck me.
Brother, that's one of the bad parts about the Tampa scene. It's just that there are so few opportunities for comics beyond the mics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's been an issue. Is they're hanging out at the clubs, they're getting booked at the clubs, so people will see that. Okay, well, why am I going to go pay $10, $5, whatever, to go see him at Side Splitters when I see on Facebook he's going to be at this open mic? I can just go there for free, buy a couple beers, and save a couple bucks.
Well, brother, I mean, I get that, man, but at the same time, the reason why you go to the show is because, like, for me, my personal goal is to, once I obviously leave Vegas and try to hit the road more, my goal is to be on the main stage at Improv. Because that to me is like, okay, this is where I got my first like taste of what it's like if you actually want to succeed in comedy, and where it's going to begin. The hard work begins. Ari Spears, man, was there one of the very first nights I went to the mic there, and he had just finished performing. He actually came out to listen to the mic. After 2 comics, he got on that stage and he told all of us, he was like, I don't know what the hell you guys are playing about. Like, if you really want this, you're going to stop bullshitting and bring your A game to this stage so you can make it to that stage, He's
right.
So if it's about just putting in the work, but putting in the work where it matters. And at the same time, hey, yeah, you could go see a comic at an open mic for free. But remember, he's saving all his good polished shit for the show. Or at least, that's the way he should be doing it for the most part.
Correct. So, and that's where I think Tampa does fall short, is knowing that difference between a mic and a booked show. In you got guys that'll do the same material in a booked show that they'll do with the mic. The one thing that's been aggravating to me is seeing these guys who are ridiculously talented, but all they're doing is open mics. And when they do get booked on a show, they treat it like an open mic. They don't work. They don't help push the show. They don't. Yeah. It's, I keep saying, spend as much time on the business side as you do on the show side of the show business.
Yeah. We got a comic out here, man. His name is Jay Rivera. Ironically, we have the same last name. He actually has been, besides obviously the headliners that are really cool with the scene here, he's one of those comics that actually really did some great stuff in New York and brought his act out here, and he's been nationally touring ever since. The guy is one of those who makes it very clear. Yeah, this is, if you really love it, do it well. But don't forget, this is a business at the end of the day. So whatever drama, whatever bullshit you feel like saying, remember, it looks bad upon you. So anything that you do in this scene, much like in any other scene that makes you look kind of iffy to other bookers or to bookers in general, nobody wants to mess with. You know what I'm saying? It's about taking it serious, And Nicole, you actually gave me the opportunity to not only host my very first mic at a nightclub, and you actually paid me. You were the first person who paid me, actually, too. Then
was this one of the infamous titty bar shows?
Actually, I was just about to talk about that. No, this was actually a good show. She actually put on a good show, man, and it was great. She paid me $50. Look, man, all I can say, $50 to my first time, like getting paid to host anything. I was ear to ear, my like, yeah, $50 ain't nothing. I'm like, it is to me. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of funny, But the titty bar shows were special.
Those were fun while they lasted.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me though, like one of the things about the shows was you'd always bring a burlesque girl out.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Okay. And between the burlesque girl doing like a quick set and the girls on the pole, I was like, this seems like comedy has finally moved on to the level of where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Roger can tell you, Jay, Roger can tell you that putting any kind of strippers or sexy women in conjunction with comedy is right up my alley, and it always has been. So,
but it's something that's always gone hand in hand. Those burlesque shows that were popular back in, Prohibition days, it always mixed comedy, burlesque, and live music. We've kind of moved away from the live music because most fucking bands coming up suck ass now, but but you mix comedy and sexy girls, and it's a combination made in heaven. It's like fucking peanut butter and jelly. It's perfect.
Absolutely.
There was a show out here that I think you would have appreciated, Nicole. There was an actual it's called the Underwear Show. Like you actually did your set.
Oh, I've heard of it. I want to do it.
There's a couple of shows, and I know there's one in Atlanta. I think there's one in New York where they do that, where they perform in your underwear. I wouldn't do that just because I've seen what this looks like.
Dude, I can tell you this much, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go into the bathroom for a minute to psych myself up and also kind of smack my dick around. Like, all right, bro, it's kind of showtime. You can't go ahead and call it a cold night. You need to get it together, because you're about to go out there and you're literally stripping, but as you're like telling your bits. And at one point, like, there's going to be a crotch like focus from the crowd. So I'm like telling people, I'm like, listen, before we get any further and intimately know each other, some secret stay between us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but what's funny is I had after I did my set, which was a great show, everybody had a blast, and it went so well. Afterward, another big dude came out to the restaurant that was right next door I had gone into with my fiance, and he was just like, dude, thank you. You showed me what bravery is to be a big man and go out there, take your clothes off, and not give it. Because my man titties were out there too, and I'm a hairy fucking beast, dude. Like literally, my stage name is the Puerto Rican Grizzly Jay Rivera. It's for
It's not just a catchy nickname.
No, not by any. I mean, look at the beard. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the underwear shows, if you guys could do them in Tampa, I think honestly you are going to get everybody like in the area interested, because if you're willing to be that vulnerable in front of people, I feel like they give you more credit. Like they respect you more,
All right.
I want to do it. Let's do it.
There you
Let's
go.
make an underwear show.
Well, let's get past this fucking damn pandemic bullshit.
No, hey man, we could do an underwear show from home too. I mean, it'll be a little bit more like OnlyFans only type of underwear show, but you know,
I'm down with that.
we'll
I mean, Nicole knows it. There is literally nothing. Well, there's very few things I won't do to get a laugh. I would do anything for a laugh, but I won't do that.
Fair enough. I get it, man. So,
but so are you're planting roots in Vegas? You're staying for the long haul.
you know, actually, I want to say I'm gonna be here minimum another 5, maybe 10 years. But my overall goal is to be New York, man. Every major comic that I have had the pleasure of meeting, and of course all the big name comics, it's pretty much you have to go to New York and you have to spend time there, like a couple of years in the scene. It makes you a better writer. It makes you really sharpen your edges. I think there is a difference, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to get this out. There is a big difference between a Vegas crowd and a New York crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the Vegas crowd is a mixture of all these people from across the country. So you can, you know, you can really stretch your name across the country. But in New York, you have to bring the funny, and the funny comes usually with really good writing.
And one of the tough things in New York, a lot of the mics at the clubs, especially, you only get 5 minutes.
Yes.
And that is 5 minutes, not 5 minutes. And if you run the light, 15, no, it's fucking 5 minutes. Get the fuck off the stage. So you got 5 minutes you got 5 minutes to make an impression. And, you know, that's where the writing truly comes in. You know, obviously delivery is a big thing with it, but that's where you can really shine, is if you can kill it in 5 minutes, go from making the audience love you, making them laugh, and making them remember you in 5 minutes, you're good to go. And that's what makes New York so goddamn difficult, is the shows that truly matter are that 5 minute, you know, nail it and get the fuck off.
Yeah, because if you can get an entire crowd on your side and bust in the gut in under 5 minutes, that means you actually have the ability eventually to create that 5 goes to 45. You know what I'm saying, or more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But
but that's, you know, the whole Vegas thing, as far as the tourists go, that's a huge advantage to you guys, because you got people that are there that, you know, it's one of the things that Orlando has the gift for, is the amount of tourists. In Tampa, we don't have that tourist advantage. You have it in New York, but you know, in Vegas, you got people that they want to be entertained. They'll come to fucking anything in Vegas just because it's in Vegas, and they probably piss their money away, got nothing else to do. But that's you know, being able to perform in front of a full fucking room is amazing. You know, one of the shows. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, one of the shows I did in New York, I did Broadway. I think it was the first time I ever did Broadway Comedy Club, and you know, a lot of times they'll pass out free tickets, especially on an early show. They're passing out free tickets in Times Square. Well, this busload of Norwegians got free tickets to Broadway Comedy Club, and they show up, and none of them speak fucking English. So that was it was a room, and it was the small upstairs room full of people who don't speak English, seeing comedians who speak only English.
Yeah.
It was just so, because they're laughing because they know just cadence wise when they should laugh, almost as if there's a fucking sign that says applause, but they don't know what the fuck you said. So it's all like the most uncomfortable, like laugh, half-ass laughing. I do not know what happened. Actually, I think the best part of that show is this comedian. Her name's Laura Steele. She used to perform under the name Muffy. She came out and did 5 minutes about a yeast infection.
Ew.
I never played you that video, Nicole.
No.
Oh, it was fucking horrific, but it was hilarious.
Listen,
like, I laughed my ass off.
Girls get a bad enough rap as comedians being like, oh, I don't want to listen to you talk about your period for 20 minutes, but yeast infections are somehow better. No, I'm good.
It was the most disgusting, horrific thing. I laughed my ass off the whole time. But she's telling this to these people who don't speak English. So we're all in the back laughing because it's good comedy. And it was just a weird fucking experience.
Dude, I did something like that here one night, man. This is a guy from Ukraine. And I have this bit where this is one of the bits that actually worked in New York, where I didn't expect it to. My bit is like, basically, so have you ever broken up with someone while taking a shit? You know?
Is there a difference?
And it's supposed to be funny because I go next and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a hell of a way to dump somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to get that, after, but the fact is that these Russian guys, they were trying to be into it, they picked up a little bit of English. So I just treated them like they were actually hearing impaired, and I let them know, like, when everybody would celebrate that, I'd be looking at them point and be like, like like the sign language for applause, like,
giving them the old jazz hands.
Yeah, give them the old jazz hands, man. That's how I know it's good, But and that's pretty much something I've adopted now with the mask and stuff like that. It was like, Lord, so if I can't see you laughing or hear you laughing, I'm just gonna go ahead and point at you.
Well, that's the new way to applause, is to lift your hands up and shake them, because clapping is triggering.
Yeah, I mean, well, let me tell you something. If you can ass clap, I'll take that too. But still,
fuck yeah, hell yeah.
I think that would go ahead and take away a lot from my set, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
Nicole, I like this guy.
Thank you.
I like him too.
So what? I had asked you earlier, and you said you wanted to wait and talk about. You said you're a tour guide in Vegas.
Yeah, man.
What kind of tours are we talking about?
Oh well, the tours at night. No,
hey, no,
there's a company out here that does bus tours from here to the Grand Canyon, and I actually had. If I'm going to give you the quick story, but a little bit of backstory. What happened was I came out to Vegas originally, obviously for comedy, but I also had an opportunity to work with a self-driving car company out here that like the new Teslas. Well, they're called Aptiv, or now they're called Motional. And basically, what ended up happening was I got fired because I got a phone call in the middle of a drug test and I answered it. Okay. How crazy is that shit? Like a $50,000 phone call. That's how much it cost me.
Damn.
Yeah. So a buddy of mine, who's also a fellow comic, happened to be a tour guide manager. He would actually purposefully hire comics, though, because it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You got 53 people on the bus.
You got to entertain them.
Yeah, for 4 hours just on the way there. You got another 4 hours on the way back, So what happened was we were going out to the Grand Canyon, man. Some days were freezing cold. Many days I slipped and busted my ass, something ridiculous. Like my legs went higher than my head were at one point. And mind you, I'm literally walking 6 feet from the edge of the Grand Canyon south side. So imagine if I just would have took the ice off the edge. That's like a mile drop. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, there were many times when my asshole puckered pretty well. But then when COVID hit, man, well, then I became a pizza delivery guy. And Marco's, yay. No.
Is anybody ordering the extra anchovies, if you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do know what you're saying, goddammit. Yes, I do. I have been tipped with offers of fellatio, and I'm like, no, thank you, but no thank you. I mean, this is Vegas. God only knows you might end up charging me, and it's fucking rude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Man. But so it's 4 hours each way from Vegas to the Grand Canyon. Now, are you are you talking for 4 hours, or you're just pointing out points of interest on their way?
I had to say some things, obviously, but luckily they were cool enough to let us use these National Geographic videos to kind of break down the real important historical stuff in regards to the Grand.
So you're basically doing it like a substitute teacher pushing in the cart with the TV.
Essentially, yeah, but like an 80-foot bus. But really, what it broke down to, though, is it let me go ahead and actually prepare for the day, because most of these people were already asleep anyway. They weren't listening to shit I had to say. So since it's 6 a.m, we're on our way first to the Hoover Dam, because that's one of our stops on the way. So I have to go ahead and kind of rile them up. I get them here. I get them to the dam where they could get coffee and start waking up. But most of these people are still hungover. Most of them had just flown in. Most of them may even be literally flying out as soon as you get back with their luggage in the undercar of the bus. Yeah, man. And it was a basic exercise of how to go ahead and really pretty much try to engage people from around the world at that point, because you had Chinese tourists, you had Korean tourists, you had Japanese tourists, you had all the Asian countries. And then, of course, you had all the I don't even know how to say it right, but every single Latino country, every country from around the world, you had somebody there from there, and it was just me and my Google Translate. Like, hi, I'm the fat guy who's going to take you on the tour. Please don't fall the fuck off. You know, like stay the fuck on.
Now, like, is it like the Disney Jungle Cruise where you have like a preset spiel you got to give, or you can ad lib it as you go?
No, you could definitely ad lib, but there was just some major, I guess you would definitely say, talking points you had to hit because you had to be educational but funny. The one part though that people really seemed to like not get, and they always laughed at, was don't try to be like, I'm gonna get the super selfie guy and just lean back too much and, you know, do the into the canyon. You know what I'm saying? They would laugh at that, and I'm like, okay, well, where you're standing, someone actually just fell. You know what I'm saying? A week before. So it's a matter of like, yeah, I have to, you want to be funny, you want them to have a great time, but it's at some points it's like, yo, you have your kid with you. What the hell are you thinking?
So now I got to ask the question, have you lost anybody on any of your tours?
Yo, knock on wood, I did not lose anybody.
Good.
But
I got to ask.
No, of course. No, man, it's surreal because you know, you literally take these people and you really try to get them to understand. Like, yes, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but you know, at the same time, God gave you 2 working eyes, well, hopefully, for you to take this in. And I would make people put away their cell phone so they could go ahead and take 60 seconds to really just sit there and take a deep breath and really sink in as to what they're looking at. They may not ever see it again, and this is one of the most natural, most beautiful natural things to ever happen.
You know, it's funny you mention that. Like, before I moved down here, my family used to come. We used to come take vacations almost every year to Disney. And the one thing I noticed is instead of people sitting and taking in the experience, they sat there, and this was, you know, earlier on, so iPads were the big thing. Like sitting there with fucking iPads in front of their faces, looking through that fucking, you know, 16:9 tall shot that they're taking. You know, they're experiencing it through that. And it just, to me, I was never a big picture take, but I used to like to soak in what's going on. And I'm thinking to myself, these people are just fucking completely missing, you know, the experience of it just to record it and watch a half-assed version of it later on.
Yeah, because they want everybody else to see what they're seeing, but they're not really taking the time to appreciate what it is exactly you're seeing. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
So
I'm certified to scuba dive, brother, and one of the things that everybody's asking me, like, oh, why didn't you get a camera while you know, to take picture of it? I'm like, you gotta understand, like, I get to see this. There's people on the surface that will never see this unless it's on TV. You know, and I see, I breathe that in. Well, I didn't breathe it in, I drowned, but you know, I like soak it in. You know what I'm saying? Like being next to literally the drop off of the what is the Cozumel shelf, like into the deep abyss type of ocean, is like, oh man, like you can't believe that you're looking at this. And then there's people who are like, I would love to see that online, but never in person. You know.
And now, how far have you ever how deep have you ever dove?
I know that's the
talk about scuba diving, not muff diving. So
no, man, that's a whole different tank you need for that.
Yeah.
No, actually, I believe the deepest I've gone is close to 150 feet.
That's pretty fucking deep.
Yeah, there's a shipwreck off the coast of Clearwater, man. Sheridan Blackburn did that, and it just. Like, dude, one of the craziest experience I ever had scuba diving was when I went scuba diving unintentionally with sharks. That was fun, you know.
That's a butthole pucker moment.
Yeah, you would honestly. I think I actually felt myself move through the water as soon as I saw the hammerhead come around the corner, and it was just like I didn't kick my feet or nothing. I was just somehow moving faster. You know how like a jellyfish moves? I think my asshole.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Propulsion. Asshole propulsion.
Yeah, I think my butt is perfect for that shit.
So do you get to do much diving in Vegas?
You know, I'm ashamed to admit that I have not actually gone diving yet since I've been out here.
And what's crazy is there are places to scuba dive.
Yep, Lake
in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Yep,
it's a lake, but it's essentially landlocked. There's no ocean. Lake Havasu City has the highest per capita boat ownership of any place in the United States.
That's interesting. I thought for sure it'd be Lake Tahoe.
make more boats per capita. And not more boats per capita. But yeah, it's Lake Havasu. I think Lake Tahoe is number 2.
Oh, so yeah. No,
I mean, I grew up
if you ever get a chance to go to a Lake Tahoe, man, that is a view, man. I was on a beach, and in the distance, you see the snow.
Oh shit! Not again. Oh wait, that wasn't here. All right. Sirens.
Yeah, no, I live near the base, so it's not well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I like cookies.
Who doesn't like cookies? I did it all for the cookies.
Well, dude, that's the thing. Weed is legal, man. The cookies out here are fantastic.
That's right. Weed is legal. So
yeah,
rejoice and enjoy. Oh, man. Nicole.
Yeah.
It's legal now. I know they decriminalized it, and then they made medicinal marijuana legal, but it couldn't have THC. I don't even know what the fucking law is now. I'm not I don't partake.
How about you, Nicole?
I'm educated.
She's fucking baked right now.
That's not true.
I know. I'm just busting balls.
No, but I am aware of the laws. I'm very aware of the laws that are in my area, which is they decriminalized it at a federal level starting next year. But right now it's still medical, only medical.
Yeah, but they decriminalized small amounts for personal possession.
Yeah, it's in Tampa, like a fine.
In Hillsborough, yeah, it's barely a fine depending on how much you have.
Yeah. I really hope that they take away all these convictions on people, because it's kind of ridiculous, man. That they
just released a dude in Polk County who was doing 90 years for marijuana possession. 90 fucking years.
That's a life sentence. That's a damn life sentence.
For him, absolutely. I forget how long he's actually served, but he's an older guy now. But 90 years for fucking pot possession. Let me tell you something. I've spent a lot of time in working in streets and working in areas that are less than savory in a capacity of having to deal with people who are less than savory.
I don't think it's okay.
No. Well, I gotta stay classy, I gotta, but anybody who's stoned has never been a fucking problem, except the only crime I've seen people commit while fucking completely baked out of their mind was shoplifting fucking snacks. Like, seriously.
Yeah, no, out here, because it's illegal, I feel it's a crime that, like, these people literally just come out to you while you're at a Walmart and you're going to your car, and like 3 of them bombard you. Hey, you want to buy my perfume? You want to buy my personal cologne line? I'm like, look, man, I can respect the hustle, but I know for a fact you just need a little bit more money for weed. Don't even bullshit me. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes are already glazed, bro. Don't even bullshit my ass. There was a dude. There was a dude that used to sit outside of Penn Station. He had a sign, need money for hookers, drugs, and booze. At least I'm not bullshitting you. That motherfucker got $5 every time I walk past him. That's so funny you say that, man. There was a guy here that was on the strip, dude. His sign said straight up, I need $22 for a hooker and a condom. And I'm like, I wonder if the condom is what's actually costing more, right? It's like,
the 20 for the hooker, 2 for the rubber.
Yeah, man. I was just like, damn, bro, I would invest a little bit more on that rubber if it's a $20 hooker. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I try and invest a little bit more on the hooker. Yeah,
I know. Right?
$20 hoe ain't what it used to be.
No, out here in Vegas, if you got a $20 hoe, you got 20 STDs to follow. It's not cool. But it's when I see homeless people out here like hustling hard, and they put signs up like that, you gotta throw them money. Just
absolutely,
as hell.
Well, that's what it is. It's I look at it this way: when you see somebody panhandling, they're just walking up and down, holding a sign that says, "I need money, I'm homeless." No, man. There's a dude right over by me. He hands out sodas and waters. He doesn't charge for them. He'll give it to you for free. But if you want to give him money, you give him money. Very friendly, entertaining dude. A lot of times I won't even take a drink. I'll give him fucking $5, whatever, because he's essentially performing a service. He's doing something. That guy with the sign, he made me fucking laugh. That is worth something.
You better
don't stand there with a sign just saying homeless, give me money.
He just reminded me. You just reminded me that I saw this homeless guy a while back. That he was in a wheelchair, but he had a lot of stuff with him, and his sign was like, "I'll sew a button for $5. I'll like shine your shoes for $3." Like he'd like do like random. He had like a sign that had like a bunch of services that he would do for small amounts of money.
How much for a blowjob?
I didn't ask.
Asking for a friend.
That's funny you say that, because I was thinking, I'm like, all right, imagine all the other homeless people. Like, really, dude, you really want to try? I'm trying to hand out fucking hand jobs and DJs. You're trying to do labor. What the fuck, man? Calm down.
You're making us look bad, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to work. Why do you think I'm fucking giving hand jobs on the corner for, dog?
So one of the things we do on the show, I started telling you before, we do the 20 questions, but what we're going to do first is, this is Nicole's baby. Nicole. What? Florida man. What's that motherfucker been up to?
Oh, hey, Jay, you're familiar with Florida man? Florida man stories?
No, I'm sorry. I don't remember.
You don't remember Florida man? Seriously?
Like Florida Avenue, man? Like
No, Florida man. Like every news article that's fucked up starts off with
dude.
Florida man did this.
Yeah. I'm thinking you're talking like a homeless dude that wrestles alligators and shit, man. On
that's a fucking Florida man.
That,
guy shows up fucking naked and sticks his dick in the fucking Guinness Book of World Records just to say his dick was in the Guinness Book of World Records. That's Florida man.
That's Florida man. No, Florida man robs gas station while wearing drawn-on goatee.
Did he make it like the Asian Fu Manchu with the loads?
No, it looks like he just like took a permanent marker and just like went like this around his face. But he was in Pasco of all places. He was in suspected robbery. His
allegedly.
The incident happened at the Holiday gas station located on US 19 in Holiday, Florida.
Enough said.
And he was driving a gray Toyota in a cab truck, and he walked in and he tried to rob the gas station, but he chickened out and left. But the man is still at large.
Because he wiped it off.
It's like, yeah, you can't just wipe that shit off. If you use that marker, you're gonna be going.
The thing of that though is once you said Holiday, Florida, that was all the information we needed was Holiday, Florida.
Yes.
What was he driving again?
A gray Toyota.
That's why. No, I'm just from 86 or some shit like that.
My life.
I have another Florida man story.
Hang on, Jonathan. Jonathan says my life goal is to be Florida man. I think you got to fight. He's got to fight Cletus McFarland for that.
Dude, he's shooting for the stars.
He is. He's on his way. He's on his way.
Go big or go to Georgia. All right, what else you got, Nicole?
Florida man on drugs rams car into jail because he wants to visit his friends.
Nice. He couldn't just fucking throw money on their books remotely.
That's a loyal motherfucker, but we both know he was trying to break them motherfuckers out. He narrowly escaped
when he was high on flakka and crashed his car into the Indian River County Jail. He was 24 years old. Patrick Rempe rammed his Toyota again into the front doors of the building overnight, the sheriff said.
See, I'm kind of disappointed in Florida man for driving Toyotas. I figured he'd be driving like an old the fucking paw fucking Chevy box, the boxy pickup truck.
An old Ranger.
Old Ranger.
Yeah.
The like not even the extended cab one, fucking two-wheel drive.
Money. Yeah.
Fucking rusted out fender wells. That's what fucking Florida man should drive, not a goddamn Toyota.
Yeah, well, this Florida man, he after he crashed into the front building or the front doors, he backed up and then ran into the fence where he got out, and police were chasing him, and he climbed the fence, but he got stuck in the razor wire at the top of the fence.
That'll happen at a jail.
Yeah, he was apprehended.
I didn't think that way.
Charged with he was charged with aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, battery on a law enforcement officer, 3 counts of felony criminal mischief, leaving the scene of a crash with property damage, and driving under the influence.
Oh,
So-
fucking
Is he
idiot.
really leaving the scene of a crash? I mean, he's still technically in the fenced-in area. You know what I'm
Literally in the fenced-in
Gotta
area.
come
Actually,
something,
Yeah.
you know?
if he was trying to go through razor wire, the fenced-in area was in him.
Yeah.
No, but like the picture that they posted with the article is just so precious. He's just kind of like hanging on the fence because he got caught in it. And all the police officers are just kind of like standing around, like looking at him, like with arms crossed. Like, what were you trying to do, bro?
Like you did not know that this was a failed endeavor from the beginning because you were talking, you know?
Yes, exactly.
You know, I
So-
actually, I wonder, when you say he got caught in like the Jesus pose on the fence, but like, did he actually make it to the other side of the fence before he got caught?
No.
No?
Well, the picture looks like yes, he was on the other side of the fence. He
Okay.
was. Because in the picture, his car was on one side and it was kind of, the fence was kind of tilted over and he was caught on the other side of the fence. So props to him for making it over the fence.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
because you know he nicked the nut like on the way. That ain't no
Oh,
joke.
that Constantine wire is no fucking joke, man.
No,
That
it
shit
isn't.
will bite you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
my God. Florida
Yeah.
man.
Florida man.
What
That's
else did
what-
Florida
that-
men do?
That's for my Florida man stories today. I had another Florida man story, but it was grim, so I didn't
No,
want to share it.
I mean,
No, we
honestly,
like the grim. Come on.
I'm just
Nah, it was
Florida
bad.
man
It was
story, so I'm
bad.
not even surprised it's grim. You know.
So it
What
was
did he
in
do?
Tarpon.
Molest an alligator and get eaten?
No, he was in Tarpon Springs and he killed his family with a hammer, but he pretended to be his dead wife for a year.
I
Like on
remember
paper.
hearing about that story.
Yeah,
Oh,
like on paper.
shit.
Yeah, so he killed his wife and he killed his parents-in-law, his mom and his dad-in-law, and their 3 dogs. But the good news is he had enough of a sane mind and heart to take his 3 young kids and drive them to a family member in Indiana and then come back and pretend to be his wife. So at least he kept the kids out of it.
Oh well,
Alright.
yeah, at that point, I mean, look, I'm only mad about like him killing his dogs. The in-laws, people understand. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
sometimes you got to just be like, look, man, you need the whole picture on that one. You know. But no,
So-
it's fucked up. Yeah, it is. It's sad.
Yeah, but he pretended to be his wife via text message for almost a year, from February to December through most
Damn.
of 2019. Yeah.
That is
So-
dedication. What tripped him up to get caught?
Yeah, to make an appearance.
But you know what? You know what, Roger? Roger,
Yeah.
if you ever commit a murder, don't make this guy's mistake.
What'd he do?
He ordered a pizza to the wrong house.
How did
What?
He was staying at somebody else's house, and then he ordered the pizza to his home address where there was a very strong smell of body decomposition.
Ah,
Oh, he
gotcha.
kept the body
Okay.
there. Oh,
So-
okay. I thought honestly, like he just like he got rid of the bodies. I didn't know he just was. Yeah,
Left him in the house.
Yeah, like that's a Florida man move,
No,
right?
they were chilling.
Yeah.
They were chilling.
Cole Spalding
So-
decon.
Wow.
Yeah. I bet they probably did. This happened in December this happened a year ago, last year on December 15th, 2019. Well, that's when it was discovered. That's when everything was discovered and
Okay.
came to head, I guess you could say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Cole, did you ask him for the bones, the skeleton? Because I know you.
I currently have no human bones in my possession.
That she'll admit to publicly.
I mean, it's a leg. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could get a leg. You know.
No, I currently have no human bones in my
Yet.
possession.
No, see, I love
No,
that.
you know what I'm interested in? You know what I'm genuinely interested in? Is like
Usyk.
aftermarket body parts. Like aftermarket add-ons. Like
Well-
if you've got like a fake hip or something. I
Oh,
want
okay,
that.
okay.
Hang on. Here's the thing. My mother had that. My mother broke her shoulder. Was it 2 years ago now?
Mhm.
They had to readjust and replace the screws in her shoulder, and I wanted the fucking screws. The
They should
doctor
have
wouldn't give them up. Doctor wouldn't give them up. Said he couldn't do it. I
But
wanted
that's
to
not
make
true.
fucking.
That's a lie. That's
I
a
wanted to
lie.
make fucking jewelry out of it. I'm like, what the fuck? You paid for those things. You know, your insurance and your copays paid for them, so you own them. He's taking those parts out of you. What the fuck?
Caitlin Daughtery tells us that that's not illegal. You can have them.
Yeah, but she wasn't dead though. She was still alive.
You notice how she defends that real quick, like real hard. Like, no.
Oh, yeah. No, I wanted them because I think there were 3 screws they had to replace. I wanted to make a necklace out of them for my mother.
Dude,
Aw.
I actually thought when she said the body parts, how did you describe them again? Like you
Me?
had a yes. How did you describe that?
Oh, aftermarket add-ons.
Yeah, aftermarket. I thought I was like, oh, so she is interested like big tits that were taken out and then like sold again or refurbished. Like, you know, like I don't get like, are you looking for like somebody lost an ear and they fixed the curve on it? And like, we can't see the new. So,
I want the new body parts, not the old ones.
oh, all right. She's looking for newborns, people. You hear it? No, I'm just joking. If you need
You
to
guys-
get body, call Nicole.
You guys, hey, you guys know me so well.
Yeah. The Florida man is Florida girl.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity weirdness in Florida, you know.
Somebody
So-
told me that the other day. They said that they were gonna see me in the news, like Florida woman wrestles alligator or something. So
She wants those bones.
She wants that big gator skull.
Right?
yes, guys, random information
Okay.
time. The more you know. I saw an article that was comparing and contrasting the skulls of 2 alligators. One was kept in captivity and one was in the wild, and they were about the same age, and there were their bones were processed and they took around the same time to process. But the one in captivity was 2.5 inches wider and it had sharper, longer teeth. Obviously that's because, you know, he always had his food coming to him and he didn't have to defend himself. But I just thought it was interesting that there was such a big difference in the size and shape of the captive and wild alligators.
That is interesting.
Yes. This is today's random alligator facts.
Another interesting thing, Nicole, that you would be interested in. What's a raccoon's dick bone called?
A baculum.
Baculum. So, do you know who Popcorn Sutton was? You ever hear the name
No.
Popcorn Sutton?
People
Negative.
Popcorn Sutton was an old moonshiner up in the Smoky Mountains.
Okay.
And when he would make a batch of moonshine, he would take the fucking baculum. He would take a baculum that he used to keep tucked in his hat and put that on the end of the still, and the liquor would drain off of the fucking baculum. So, raccoon penis whiskey.
Damn.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Popcorn's dead now, though.
So, I don't have a
but I don't know if I could go ahead and do the dick whiskey. I think that's like a tanned flavor, you know.
Well, no, it's a bone, so it's not like it's like a fresh raccoon dick.
So wait a minute. So it's actually like they actually have a bone that is their penis.
Correct.
Well, man, that puts
yes.
a spin on bone.
Yes.
Whales also have one, but that's called an usik, and in Alaska they hang them.
Theirs
up
is also like 8,
but they're huge.
They're like over 6 to 8 feet long.
Uh-huh.
Whale dick.
Yeah.
Whale dick
I would
bone.
love to hear a female whale complain about that. It's like 6 to 8 feet. You know, talk to me when you got 12 feet worth of action. God damn.
So Popcorn, you see, Popcorn's dead now. He passed away a few years ago. He got brought up on some federal charges, and instead of going to prison, he fucking killed himself like a man.
Damn.
And his footstone says, Popcorn says, fuck you.
That's a legendary type of shit right there, man. That's
Hell
like tombstone type stuff, you know?
Hell yeah. That's what this guy was. He was old school fucking, mountain moonshiner.
Hell yeah, man. That's crazy.
So Nicole, you got some holidays and shit?
I want to tell happy birthday to some people.
Yeah, let's tell some happy birthdays.
Happy birthday, Adam Brody.
All right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Maud Apatow, Judd Apatow's daughter.
There you go.
Happy birthday, Maud. I never met you, but I hope I don't.
Never even heard of you before today.
Let me see who else's birthday is today. Wait, I saw some interesting ones. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I lied. That's it. That's all for birthdays.
All right.
That's all.
All right.
But happy Bill of Rights Day.
Oh,
nice.
All right. Hey, that matters.
Yeah.
That actually does matter.
That is
Happy
important.
International Tea Day.
Nice. I actually had some tea today.
I had tea too this morning.
Nice.
I don't drink tea. Y'all are fucking weird. No.
Okay.
Do you drink iced tea?
Yes.
Okay, so that's tea.
I was just.
Happy National Cat Herders Day.
Yes. cat herders. So happy Cat Herders Day to all those ugly single women out there that claim to be witches.
I was gonna say, like, you mean Crazy Cat Lady Day? Like,
Yeah, sure. Happy National Cupcake Day.
Hey, that I can get behind that shit. Diabetes and all.
Hell yeah,
Happy National Wear Your Pearls Day.
She wants a pearl necklace.
That's it. That's all the holidays I got for today. And
right.
the only thing that I got to tell you about today in history, Roger, that you might find vaguely interesting is that today in 1966, Walt Disney died.
Aw. Rest in peace, Walt, with your frozen head.
Also, Glenn Miller died.
Look at this piece of artwork right there, man.
What is that?
That's the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're working on a mine while Snow White's in the background sweeping the trail. It's kind of funny you guys are talking about that. My girl loves Disney, so we have a bunch of Disney artwork all over the house.
Nice. What the hell's the artist's name? Not Thomas. Is it Thomas Kincaid?
Yep, Kincaid.
Kincaid, yeah. Yeah, he did a lot of Disney prints.
That's actually Kincaid.
Nice. See, I know my shit occasionally. I'm cultured like a pearl. Deep down in the middle is a piece of dirt.
Starts off as a piece of dirt.
Yeah. All right. So, Jay, we do this thing called 20 questions with all of our guests.
Cool.
It's 25 questions because I'm Polish and I don't know how to count. So, some of these are deep and philosophical. Most of them are light and topical. Are you ready, Jay Rivera?
I think I'm ready, man. Let's do this shit. Let's go.
All right. Number one, we're going to start off heavy. What is your non-alcoholic drink of choice?
Non-alcoholic drink of choice? Water.
Yeah. Nice.
I know I'm basic as fuck for that, but I love water.
No, that's not basic. Now, if you were to say like some sort of like foreign imported water from some fucking spring that gets dribbled down a fucking raccoon's dick, then I might say that's a little basic. But just water that's a solid answer.
Yeah, no, water from Dick is fancy. I will admit.
Dick water. Dick water is fancy. Number two, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah.
Black.
Nice. I agree. Number three, dog or cat?
Dog.
Woof.
Yeah. I have had a cat though, I will say, but I'm allergic more to their dander than the dog dander type of deal.
I can dig it. Number four, what is the strangest job you've ever had?
I used to film porn. No, I wasn't like the actual actor. Nothing. I mean, for real, like, look at me. You know that ain't gonna work. You know?
Now, were you a producer or were you a cameraman?
Both actually. I actually did some of the camera work, but I also ended up editing the whole movie. You know,
it sounds like it's glamorous until you're trying to get a fucking close up of the money shot and you get some on you.
Yeah, that's why we only shot girl videos. We didn't do any like, we'll take a squirt. We won't go ahead and take a sploosh. You know, that's just not cool. You know,
valid. Number five, what is your biggest fear?
Oh man, I'm gonna admit it's actually failure.
That's not something to be ashamed to admit. That's a pretty fucking valid fear, dude.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. Well, that and spiders, maybe. You know.
Yeah, fuck spiders.
Yeah, I'm willing to burn the house down over a spider. So.
Number six, what is your guilty pleasure song? The song you'll rock the fuck out to until you come to a stoplight, and then you got to turn the volume down.
Oh man, there's so many actually. It's pretty pathetic. Damn, man, that is. Oh, you know what? I will say the Jonas Brothers. Okay, now listen to me. All right,
I'm not judging, bro.
No, it's one of their recent songs that kind of has like a reggae vibe to it.
Okay.
Like that, I was surprised and I was really like sad at the same time. I'm like, oh man, this is Jonas Brothers, and I'm digging it and shit. I'm like questioning my own masculinity now. You know,
got to go home and fuck my girl just to make sure I'm still straight.
Yeah, no, the whole time I'm saying, call me Jonas. No.
Number seven, what fictional character do you most identify with?
Ooh. Hulk.
Oh,
Hulk. Like
Yeah,
as
because
in the comic book Hulk, not Hulk Hogan. Just
yeah,
to
no,
clear that up.
I can't. I actually don't have the curtains to pull it off, but no, Hulk, man, because like when I was younger, my family and told me I had like a little bit of an anger problem, but I was always kind of like, I'm not angry. I'm just trying to express my side of the story, you know. And I feel like that's what Hulk is trying to do. It's like, look, I'm not trying to break the goddamn building. I was just trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Number 8, vanilla or chocolate?
Damn, that's a serious question.
I told you, man, some of these were heavy.
Chocolate, man.
All right.
It brings. I mean, chocolate makes you feel love. That's all I can say. You know.
Biochemically, no different.
Yeah.
Number 9, what is your go-to comfort food? The thing that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh man, Puerto Rican food, man. Like my people's food.
I fucking love Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
Love it.
Delicious.
Number 10, favorite cheesy movie.
Ah, shit. Cheesy. Damn. Hot Tub Time Machine.
That one's fucking definitely cheesy.
Yeah.
And perfectly 80s type cheesy, even though it's a new movie. It's just fucking.
It hit the spot.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Number 11. What is your favorite literary work?
You know, bud, anything by Hunter S. Thompson.
All right.
I'm really big into Thompson. I read damn near all of his books, man. Interviews that they've done with him, books about stuff like that. Just, I love the fact that he took the approach of just like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and push it to the max, and then try to go ahead and come up with like logical, making sense type of.
Well, that was the whole gonzo journalism thing.
Exactly, man. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Well, that and Anne Rice, Vampire Diaries, like Men Knock the Devil, Interview with a Vampire. Like, it's really between those two. But if you're going serious for me, it's Thompson for sure.
All right, that's the only. I think that's the first time somebody's mentioned Hunter S. Thompson. Number 12. If you could have lived through any time period, including the present, what time period and why?
You know, man, oh shit. I'm a big metal fan, like Metallica fan. Like, I actually got a Metallica tattoo.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I am not. It can't be allowed.
I have a love-hate relationship with Metallica.
I mean, the last couple of years have been definitely abusive on their part, but
I was just gonna say everything up to the Black Album is fucking godlike. Everything after that was garbage-like.
Yeah, it hurt, but their music, man, Alone. I mean, that Megadeth. I mean, it was a great time for good music. So even though I was born in the '80s, I would not have been minded to be born in the '70s, so I could have enjoyed the '80s in my teens. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. I'm not too much older than you, so yeah. I get it.
Nicole, born in like '92.
What's that?
What?
Nicole, born in like '92, right?
No, that's incorrect.
Oh.
No, she was born in the '80s.
I was born in the '80s.
'89.
I'm not telling you.
I like this. She's like, no. I'm still a lady. I don't tell my age.
I'm not telling you.
That's like you're 30s. You don't want to go ahead and tell people your age.
I'm not telling you when I was born. It's cool.
So. She's 22.
You're only as old as you feel. So, there's
that's fucking 90 then.
With my back problem and shit.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Some days I'm 90. Some days I'm 18. Whatever.
There you go. Yeah.
I think when I'm on alcohol, I feel more 18 for at least a couple of hours.
Hey. 7 feet tall, bulletproof, and invisible.
Right.
Speaking of which, number 13, what is your adult beverage of choice?
You know, brother, I'm gonna go right back to the whiskey, but I've become a favorite, or excuse me, one of my favorite has become Suntory whiskey, the Japanese whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is some delicious shit like that. Or if you want to go tequila, Julio 1942.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Fine
short
taste.
story about that. I actually, one of my first experiences of getting to enjoy the Vegas life, like as a person that knows connections here in Vegas, my fiance knew somebody who works at the hotels, like 99% of the people here do. He got us tickets to the Super Bowl party. They throw their high rollers, and it was literally top shelf, everything included, free. I'm kicking back shots of Julio 1942, which here a single shot is $40.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And I was kicking
Damn.
those bitches back, bro.
Well, fuck yeah, when it's an open bar, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Great time.
Number 14. So you got a fiance,
Yep.
significant other. If
Number
she were to grant you a hall pass to nail any celebrity, now in this, theoretical situation, that celebrity is a willing participant. You cannot fucking roofie them unless that's your kink. But what celebrity would you choose?
But I literally lost connection there for a second. What was it you say?
So you're giving your girl gives you a hall pass to nail any celebrity. They have to be a willing participant. You can't roofie them. Who is the celebrity you would choose?
First of all, I want to go ahead and make a statement beforehand. Baby, I love you because I know you might be one.
This is a complete hype. This is hyperbole. This is fictional account.
Let's just be straight up with you, man. This is my third engagement. I'm trying to make sure it lasts. All right. But being honest, if I could actually hook up with anybody in Hollywood who I thought I would. Okay. She's gonna get mad at me regardless. The girl from Big Bang Theory, Bernadette, the little squeaky one, the little blonde girl with the glasses. Oh my God, she played Dr. Rostenkowski or something like that. Wolowitz. You guys ever watched Big Bang Theory?
I don't watch TV. I'm a fucking weirdo.
Oh, bless you.
Goes in tight, comes out loose.
Thank you.
You ever see your nose ring go flinging out with it?
Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah, she is. She's just adorable. Like, I think she's absolutely so cute, and but yeah, that's as much as I can say legally, so I can still get married. All
right, fair enough. Hey, by the way, if you need somebody to perform that, I do weddings.
Oh, sweet. We've had to change our wedding already 3 times, but since we started planning it.
It's all right. I'm flexible. Just fly my ass out to Vegas. I'll fucking marry you.
I'll throw you a bachelor party.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
That could be trouble. That could be trouble.
Why do you think I'm saying hell yes?
Hell yeah.
I know you guys both know what kind of parties I throw. So.
That's why I said hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole's gonna throw my funeral.
Yes, I will do that for sure.
You just have to use alias names. That's a rule. Here
that's it.
Fake names.
We'll do the Reservoir Dogs thing, and everybody gets a color.
Yeah.
All right. So number 15. I'm a car guy. It's a 2-part question. Nice. What was your first car, and what is your dream car?
Oh, my man, that's a great question. If 100% was the very first car that was mine and not shared between me and my family, it was a 1984 Crown Victoria. This thing was a fucking tank.
I fucking love Panther platform cars.
Dude, that steel tank was 8-cylinder, man. It literally couldn't go faster than 80 miles an hour.
But it's like driving your couch.
Yeah, it literally is, man. Like, it was so intense. I had made it a mission to try and fit as many people as I can in there one day, and we fit 13 people in that something,
nice,
including 4 in the trunk. So that lets you know that was a good mob car. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, it was. They opted for the Lincoln Town car though because they were classy.
Yeah. Now, as far as my dream car, I actually can honestly say that my very first dream car was a Lamborghini Diablo. Just like if I had that money, that would be it. But my realistic dream car, that the very first sports car that I actually got to say like I want that car, and I knew it was possible, was a Mustang. So like I'm on my second Mustang. I love Mustangs. Shelby life.
So Jonathan says, and it's cool, Jonathan, that you're playing along. I appreciate that. But this, because I know Jonathan's a car guy. His first car was an '89 Land Rover Defender. But his dream car is a 1969 AMC Scrambler, which is a fucking awesome car.
Man.
The AMCs, man.
Yeah, well, no, he said Scrambler. That automatically, I was like, wow, that is an old school car. Oh, gosh. Sorry.
Good luck finding one, though. Jesus.
That's
Finding
all
one.
junk.
Let's see where we're. Okay, number 16. What is the first album you ever remember buying?
Oh, man.
Got to be some metal.
New Kids on the Block.
Really?
Listen, man.
Well,
it was about the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the girls dancing to it, so you kind of wanted to play it for the girls and all that stuff. But
yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, we can move on now before I kill myself. Thank you.
Number 17. What is the social cause you most stand for?
Anything that has to do with protection and health of kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck adults. Take care of the kids.
No, because honestly, well, I'm sorry, I won't get into it, man, because that's kind of a sensitive subject for me. Because I just will say that you can't go ahead and make the kids responsible for anything, because literally they are the innocent ones.
Well, that's exactly my point. Like I've seen some of the most horrific things that humans can do to each other. When adults do things like that to other adults, it's like, all right, you're a piece of shit. But you do something like that to a fucking kid, fuck that. Yeah. The fucking fury of hell should be unleashed upon you.
Dude, like when it comes to the whole trafficking thing with kids now, brother, or just trafficking in general, it's like anytime they get a ring of people rounded up of these sick, either the ones who actually pay to get these kids or the ones who actually do the kidnapping, all I should honestly say, and I'm sorry, it gets me brought up, they need to take each and every one of those assholes that would literally do that shit to a kid, put their dick on a brick and start wailing until they fucking spill the beans on every single person that fucking has to do with that business. And I feel like there's no room for pity for people like that.
No, see, I have a better idea than that. Full body degloving, giving them only enough medication so they stay conscious and don't die of infection.
Oh, no.
You know, full body degloving, meaning removing the skin from your entire body.
Oh, yeah, man.
No anesthetic.
I honestly, man, like if you ever see Sicario, man, like have you ever seen that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's that level of like, okay, this is what I'm willing to go ahead and do for kids because it's not right. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, man, because our world, Christmas time, you know, we can't talk about shit like that.
Let's bring it back up. What is your favorite video game?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Now I'll tell you this, whatever fucking game it is, unless it's Tetris, I don't know what the fuck it is. So you can just make shit up. I don't even know.
That's fair. I actually just bought the little USB that you could get out here in the gallery malls that has 800 of the original like Atari, Nintendo, and all those things games. Like it's crazy. It's only like $50, $60.
What, do you play it on PC?
No. Like you can play it on your TV. It comes with like, dude, hold on a sec. Nope, don't have the remote in here. Or I do. Yes, I do. Comes with this, dude. Like literally old school style, like Nintendo remote.
Damn.
Right? Wireless, Bluetooth. And you can play all these old games like Double Dragon and all this other stuff. But if we're talking very favorite of them all, it has to be the Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay.
Old school.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Number 19. And you can't say comedian. So other than comedian, what would you say is your dream job?
Damn. What do you call a guy who is taken care of by a woman? No, I'm just joking.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah, that's right. No, basically, that's not really a job I would want. I'd have to say maybe being a doctor.
Okay.
Like at least have some like purpose, you know, beyond making people laugh.
All right. Still bringing positivity to the world.
Yeah, doing your best, right?
That's it, or at least trying to.
Yeah.
Number 20. What is the most crazy, weird, bizarre, interesting fact about Jay Rivera?
Well, I actually have a special place in my heart for opera.
Really?
Yeah.
Like legit opera?
Yeah, like Andrea Bocelli and any like Luciano Pavarotti and all the main like the three tenors essentially. Like,
so you are also cultured like a pearl.
I'd like to think so. I think this, you know, under all of this hair lies a man who could wear a tux really well, you know, and go sit with glasses and watch an opera.
What's funny about that is I've been watching some behind the scenes stuff on various movies, and so I just watched one on Caddyshack, but I just watched something where they were talking about an actor named Gabby Hayes, who was an actor. He was born in like 1885. He was in a whole bunch of Western movies, looked like a typical mountain man, big gray beard. You know, he was a very noticeable character in the things he was in. But they said that he had opera, like he owned a box in some opera house,
Yeah.
and would go to the and like dude would be wearing like overalls with a big beard, looked like he just got off just got off a horse working a fucking ranch, and he enjoyed the opera.
No,
So
man.
you never underestimate somebody who's got the long beard.
No, man, opera especially is something special. Like I'm a big man, obviously, but like I felt like I could hit a couple of operatic notes, and then I got all cocky about it, and I was like, no, I really can't. But you know, at least I could go ahead and like, yeah, you know, if I'm in my car, I could hit that note, you know.
Yeah, the worst falsetto ever.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm more bass and baritone.
Number 21. Is the Earth round or flat?
Fucking round, man. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah.
Number 22. What did you want to be when you grew up?
An astronaut.
Dude, me too.
Totally. I wanted to
Did
get
not even come close.
No, me neither. Like you have to have amazing math scores just to begin with. I'm like, bro, I count money. The end, you know?
Yeah, I can count to 100 a couple times. That's all I need.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I wanted to go out and touch the stars, man. I was all about it.
I'm still a huge space nerd.
Star Trek all day.
See, no, I'm like space program. I'm not big into sci-fi, but like, you know, following the space program and SpaceX and
Oh yeah, I like
following all that shit. That's my jam.
Dude, I got teary-eyed, man, at the last two launches for SpaceX because I'm like just before the launch, the lady goes one for all.
Yep.
And
that was like, the last launch, yeah.
Dude, it hit me in the heart. I was like, that's right. One mission for all of us to eventually touch the next stars or something. I don't know why it gets to me, man.
My son and I drove out back the end of May when they did the Crew Dragon Demo 2 launch. It was the first time SpaceX launched astronauts. And getting to witness that live in person was just absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, man. I've been to Kennedy Space Center a couple of times. Like, you know, you geek out, man. You have that of like, man, I could totally stow away. No, you can't. But you know, you think, you know what I'm saying?
The wishful thinking part.
Yeah.
Number 23. And Nicole, I think I may change this one.
Okay.
The question is, what is your preferred music streaming service?
Okay.
Nicole's phone is drunk. So the question we've been asking is, what is your preferred music streaming service?
Okay.
So go ahead and answer that one.
Okay. Spotify.
Okay. Now, Nicole, I'm thinking about changing this one. What do you think? What is your preferred porn website.
Oh, come on.
No, you don't like that one?
This is a family show.
We've discussed mermaid
Okay.
porn, walrus dildos. We've had hookers. We've had hookers on the show.
Okay, but like
Now all of
the
a sudden, it's got
questions,
fucking morals.
but the questions in of themselves. Okay, you might as well just at that point just be like, what's the last thing you
don't have
searched
to-
for?
You don't
On
have to yell
porn.
right into the fucking microphone.
sorry.
It comes out all distorted and shit.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, like you don't have to be like, what's your preferred porn streaming services? Because what if they're like OnlyFans or like My Wife or whatever, and
That's
then
cool too.
right, but that's not a streaming service. You might as well just like ask what your favorite genre of porn is.
I beg to differ. It is a streaming service if you're watching your security video cameras from away on your cell phone. And your woman giving you a little dance, you know. I've done
If you
the
want
dance
to,
for her.
if you want to dirty up the question, that's fine. But I don't think what your preferred porn streaming service is the appropriate.
What
answer.
I will say to that is, Jay, modern problems require modern solutions, and that is the most modern of solutions.
Absolutely. Now, I like to go ahead and throw my 2 cents on what the question should be, since you're already heading in that direction. You might as well, if you're asking a man, lefty or righty, which one's the girlfriend when you're lonely? You know?
I'm right-handed, man.
I mean,
righty.
No, you got to have one for scrolling, and then you got to do the other word. The stranger, you got to work the stranger.
You got to remember, I got big hands, Nicole, so I can hold my phone. My phone. It's a pretty big phone, and I can pretty much cover the whole thing with my hand.
You guys,
so I can still scroll and change topics and fast forward and pause and zoom in.
Yeah, I don't use my hands when I scroll at that point. I'm just letting the old divining rod move it up and down however he needs. I'm like, I like it. No, not really. I like it. Maybe not. Yeah.
All right. Probably the most honest answer you could expect from that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Nicole.
It's all right.
And the final question that I have for you, Jay, before I turn it over to Nicole for hers.
Okay.
This will determine whether or not you're ever invited back on this show. It's the most important question I ask: iPhone or Android?
Oh man. And it's Android, man. It's Android.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are welcome back anytime.
Thank you. No, just Android all day. You know, more personalized. You can make it much more personalized, and yeah, you don't have to get a new one every year because the next one is the latest and greatest. No, not really.
Which has the same features that the Android had fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah, Samsung all day, man. That's like, this is my tool, man. Like, I actually have the note and I bust out my pen whenever I have an idea and write it down, you know?
Perfect.
Yep. iPhone don't have that. No.
Oh. All right, Nicole Olio.
Oh. Jay.
The floor is yours.
Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you. Can you please take us through a typical day in the life of your life?
Well, I mean, it's not that interesting since the pandemic, but I mean, all right. So I wake up, I say a little prayer for you. No, basically I wake up and the first thing I have to do is, besides use the bathroom, is find something to laugh about. Like, that's the first thing I have to do. Like, I usually scroll until I do. And then after that, it's just basically monotonous shit until I have to go to work. If I work that day, you know, a lot of talking to myself, you know, working bits out. You know, people may hear me from outside and think I'm absolutely fucking insane, but, you know, they're wrong. No. But yeah, man, like, honestly, until my lady comes home, I am a useless piece of shit. And then at that point, right an hour before she gets home, that's when I become the home husband. And I just start knocking out chores and shit like that. So it makes it look like I made an effort, you know. But by the end, I could say that I get in my nice memory foam bed and watch TV until I pass out, of course. That's about it.
Okay.
Nicole,
Nice.
Sounds good.
thank you. Thank you for asking me that and making me feel like, wow, I have no life. Thank you.
No,
You know,
I've heard way worse.
So for a viewer question, Roger and Company, off topic. I had a discussion with someone. I've come to the conclusion that wearing boxers is like wearing a mini skirt. Please discuss. I'll watch the reply later as I got to go to sleep. So do you wear boxers or briefs, Jay?
I wear boxer briefs, actually.
Oh, the best of both worlds, they say.
Yeah. No, man, for sure. But like, if you're wearing the tighty whities, man, that's bold. That's fucking bold. You know,
I am a tighty whities guy. Although they're not white, I have fancy colors.
Okay.
Ew.
Like,
I thought you were gonna call them like, you know, brownie downies or something.
Well, no, I mean you got to put them on. Fucking yellow in the front, brown in the back.
Yeah, your
red stains are random.
Underwear, bro. Like, no. No, I actually, I will say that I'm like you. My boxer briefs are multicolored because to me, white is just like asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Like, you could shake it as much as you want to go ahead and get the last drop, but it is always one that comes out like, and like, leaves your underwear stained and you looking like a 4-year-old, Not
Yep.
cool.
See, now I have to wear the tighties because same reason a chick with big titties has to wear a sports bra when she goes jogging. That's why I wear the tighties, man. I need that support.
Oh man, like, see, I don't think that I need all that support because it just to me is like more restrictive. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, Nicole, I take a high offense to the ill statement. I've seen some women's underwear where you leave questionable things in them. Like, I'm just like, well, is this that time of the month, or did you just happen to have an abortion or some shit earlier that day? Like, what the fuck, But still, I've seen
look like somebody sneezed on the crotch of them.
Yeah, and then at that point, I'm like, I didn't sneeze there. What happened? No, I'm just joking.
All right, you know what? I retract my ew statement.
Thank you. You've opened up your underwear. You were like, well, this is one of those days, extra power wash. But
yeah, but it doesn't happen with Dookie.
No, God, no. Like, look, if you ain't got wipies in your bathroom, man, you're, like I said, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get a bidet.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of.
I can't picture like myself like seeing this as an advantage because most toilet paper breaks down the moment it touches water. So if you got a soaked asshole with shit already in combination, there's a good chance you're going to end up tickling your fucking anus. And then
you're not supposed to wipe with toilet paper if you're using a bidet. That's the whole point.
But then there's no blow dryer.
Some of them have it, but also some people also use just like a dry towel.
Ew, oh
yeah, I tried using a bidet once. I kind of missed. That was my favorite asshole skin that got blown off. So
no, like in Puerto Rico, bidets are still in houses. But I'm just like, I never saw the understand. Like, I just couldn't wrap my mind around it because I'm like, I'd rather use the wipey where it's for sure it's going to go ahead and you can control this, as opposed to where your ass is going to get soggy. There may not be enough pressure to go ahead and clean the fucking like floor, if you get my point. And then the next thing you know, you're over there walking around sagging in your underwear because you're like, I don't feel right because it's still really soaking wet,
Swamp ass.
Yeah, swamp ass, exactly. But hey, if they add a blow dryer to it, shit, man. I mean, this is a modern world. We got modern solutions, like you said.
Absolutely. I stole that from Dave Chappelle, so I can't take credit for that one. Yeah. What's that?
I said I love the show.
Yeah, me too. So Nicole Olio.
Yes.
Where can we see your fine self in the near future?
You can catch me at Gaspar's Grotto. Again, go dancing for the first time since March. Yes. So we've reacquired our residency. We are social distanced 12 feet above the air from everybody else around us.
So when you sneeze, it can shower everybody down. I got you.
Yeah, that too.
What about booty sweat, man? As you're like, doing a spin move or some shit, that booty sweat hits somebody in the lower areas and now you're spreading booty sweat COVID. Like, that's fucked up.
I don't sweat that much personally.
It's Florida. And
now hang on. Has it been scientifically
dancing the whole time?
Has it been scientifically confirmed that COVID can be spread by booty sweat?
Dude, I've actually read an article where they were talking about how you can catch COVID if someone used the toilet before you who had COVID and farted really hard and you just decided to use the bathroom immediately after them.
Where'd you read that? The Weekly World News?
It was in like Trump Daily blogs. But no bullshit. Like I read this article, I'm like, this is the dumbest shit. Like,
have you guys ever sat on a toilet seat in public where it was still warm?
Airport.
I am what is known as a home shitter, where if I don't, I will only shit at home base, not necessarily my house, but like if I'm in a hotel, that's home base. Like if I'm on the road, when I'm on the road, I do not shit in rest stops. I don't know why. I cannot shit in rest stops.
I just shit where I gotta. If I gotta shit, I gotta go use the bathroom. I don't care.
Now, unless I really got to go and then I hang my ass over a fucking guardrail and wipe my ass with a terry cloth towel, that has happened.
Man, if you have a truck bed that's empty and she got to go, bro, that's fucked up. And she's just gonna use that rail edge to go ahead and let loose in your trunk. That's cool, man. No,
in your trunk.
In your truck.
In your trunk. In your truck.
Yeah.
Why isn't she facing the other way?
What do you mean? Why would you shit on the next to the tire? You want to go ahead and leave your mark on someone's vehicle.
Yeah.
No. No. I'm being weird. Sorry.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
How do we go from fucking Nicole's bookings to warm toilet seats and truck stop bathrooms? All
right. You can catch me at Gaspar's Grotto and on the internet, on Instagram at Nicole_Raven. That's NIKOLE_Raven, like the bird. You can find all of my goodies on the internet there. That's my hub, if you will.
And she can dance, y'all.
Yeah,
I can dance. I can dance sometimes.
She can dance if she wants to. She could leave her friends behind.
Booty sweat COVID, spreading it all around the Bay Area, man. It's awesome. No, but she's a great
sweat COVID.
Jay, where can we see, or where can people find you? I can't see you because I'm in Tampa and you're in Vegas. So where can the people see you next, or in the next near future?
Near future, man. Damn. Because everything is so tight out here, I can honestly say there's gonna be plenty of mics. You could catch me out here. Well, not plenty. Cork and Thorn on Fridays. But really, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys my social media, just because it's much easier, because obviously out here it's like they want headliners more than just the locals, you know what I'm saying, for comics right now. Well, my media is social media. At the end I have to go ahead and start stuttering like Stanley. No, it's the Puerto Rican Grizzly, Jay Rivera, at Give Me the J on Instagram. You could do the at Give Me the J as well for Facebook. You should be able to find me. But yeah, in the Vegas area, man, I usually end up appearing every once in a while at LA Comedy Club, a couple of local shows, Rick's Roll and Smoke Barbecue on Wednesdays, which is actually right next to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop from the TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But other than that, man, I'm just a fat guy, trying to make people laugh. And every once in a while, I might do it online.
There you go. For those of you who are not following my cooking YouTube channel, you should fucking do that. Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze. You can find me on all social media at Real Roger Nelson. Book me, because I don't have any public gigs being on my schedule in the near future. So book my fat ass. I'm available for weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs. I'll do whatever. I don't give a fuck. You pay me, I'll show up and be funny. Don't forget to like this channel, subscribe to the channel, Fubar Weekly. You can find the show on all social media at Fubar Weekly, and you can find the cooking stream on all social media at Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze. That's pretty much all I got. You guys got anything else you want to add? Anybody you want to tell to go fuck themselves? Anything? List is too long.
Oh, ladies first. I'm sorry. Ladies first. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, you're good.
I already told my people of fuck off people. I already capped my quota today.
There you go. All right. So on that note, I think that's a wrap, kids. I'm ready for bed.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are, it's what, almost 11 o'clock your time?
It's 10:35 p.m.
Ah, man, I don't miss the East Coast time at all.
Well, you get the same 24 hours over there. It's just 2 hours difference.
Yeah. West Coast life. No, just
exactly. Nicole, we're doing a show next Tuesday, but not the following Tuesday, right?
Yes, correct. On the 22nd, but not on the 29th.
So there you go. We do the show every Tuesday except for the Tuesday before New Year's. We're going to take that one off. I may go live. I may not go live. I may do something. I don't fucking know. But I appreciate everybody watching. Take care. Have a good week. Do not forget to spay or neuter your children.
Fubar out.
Having me on. Peace, love.
Yes, thanks for coming on, Jay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I love
I
you.
forgot to thank our guest, Jay. Thank you for coming on, brother. Really, really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.
We're offline.
Cool.
Nice meeting you, Jay. Really appreciate you coming on.